Hey guys, Luna here, welcome to another Skyrim Special Edition mod video. Today I'm going to be going over 5 mods that improve the graphics of the game to make the world feel even more alive in Skyrim. So PS4 users, you can still watch the video, but you will probably most never likely get any of these mods, unfortunately. So I wanted to make this video because I know graphic overhauls in any game, especially Skyrim and Fallout and that kind of thing, are really popular. However, a lot of people have a lot of issues with them. So in this video, I'm going to take 5 or 6 of the best mods and install them and show you what they look like, and also give you some advice on how to install them to get them all working. Our first 2 mods are both graphic overhauls, which I will go over separately. Then I will show you them both working together. Then after that I will show you them working with a weather mod, improved water mod, and also the darker nights mod. All 5 of them working together really change the game. I will also tell you the best load order for each of these so you can get each of them working at the same time. Be careful though, all of these are very big mods and there's a big chance of conflicts and corrupted saves and other stuff, so make sure before you install any of them to make a backup save. First, we have the Graphic Overhaul and Static Mesh Improvement mod. To best show off these 2 graphic overhauls, I've come up with an example of them working together to improve the game, and this happens in hundreds of different examples other than this one in Skyrim. So using just this picture I took on Xbox of the bar in Whiterun, if we install the Static Mesh Improvement mod, you can see it makes some changes to the apples, the barrels, and the unit in the back there. However, there is still some room for improvement. If we install the Graphic Overhaul mod, you can see it changes the texture of the serving counter, so the wooden part. It also changes the cooking pot and the cauldron. Install both mods together and we now have an overhaul to the counter, cooking pot, cauldron, apples, barrels, and the unit in the back. Now obviously these mods will overlap in parts, but when they do, it's the graphics overhaul mod that will show up in game due to the load order we need to have them in order for both to work at the same time. So you can install one of them or both of them, but combined they work very well in overhauling literally thousands of textures and meshes in the game, as you've seen in the example. So now I have both of those graphic overhaul mods installed, we want to go a step further and install something else. Next we will enable True Storms mod, or the Vivid Weathers mod, to make the atmosphere more vivid and alive. Both mods add hundreds of changes to the weather and make them way more realistic. I'm not going to go into exact changes as I've covered both in previous videos. Personally, I prefer True Storms, but for this video I'm going to install Vivid Weathers because it makes a lot of changes to the lighting, and since we're trying to make big differences with the graphics, I will install that one over True Storms. So now we've installed our weather mod, and we've installed our 2 graphic overhaul mods. We have 2 mods left to go. I was planning to make it 3, but one of the mods doesn't seem to work most of the time, so I will not show it really in this video. And those mods are the Darkness Falls and Realistic Water. The 3rd mod I was planning to install was Nordic Snow, but whenever I install it, even if I disable every other mod, it just doesn't work at the minute. But if you do want to install it, it will work with all of these mods in the future if it's fixed. So if we install these, they're all going to definitely improve the graphics of the game and make your playthrough that much more different than it was before. So finally, we can take a look at what the game looks like with every mod enabled. But first, before that, I know that a lot of you will want me to go over the load order. Now I can't tell you exactly what load order to put the mods in with other mods you already have, however I can tell you what order to put these mods in relation to each other so that they work. So first off, we want to have the Static Mesh mod at the top. The reason for this is it's the biggest one, it makes the most changes, and it's the mod most likely to break all the other mods in your load order. Next, you want to place the Skyrim Graphic Overhaul mod because that's the one that changes the second most things, followed by True Storms or Vivid Weathers underneath it. Remember, you can't have both at the same time, so you only have to choose one. Next, it doesn't really matter what order you place Darkness Falls, the Water, and the Nordic Snow, but that's the order I have them in if you want to copy, and they work fine for me. One thing to note, if you install the Realistic Water mod, then you will also have to install the patch, which must be placed above the Water mod in order for the patch to work. So that's the load order you should have all of these mods installed. If you're looking for advice on how to install these mods in relation to your other mods to get them all to work, check out my video on load order, it will explain it a bit better. But if you want some quick advice, I would first try simply placing all the mods at the bottom. If there's any problems, try moving the mods closer to the top, especially the 2 graphic overhauls. So install all of these mods at the bottom first, and if it doesn't work, try moving the graphic overhauls right to the very top above everything else, and hopefully it will work that way. If not, check out my other video. Finally, these mods will not work with open cities, so don't even try it. It's going to mess up your save most likely. So open cities is a conflicting mod, it conflicts with loads and loads of mods, and it definitely does with these mods here. Well guys, there we have it, 6 completely awesome and incredibly immersive graphic mods that will completely overhaul the game, making it look and feel much different than the vanilla game. So far I haven't encountered any lag or crashes. I could just be lucky, after all these mods take up nearly 1.5 gigabytes in space, but it's worth it in my opinion. I'm going to leave you guys with some footage of the game with all the mods installed. As always guys, thanks for watching. If you liked the video and found it useful, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all next time for another Skyrim console mod video.